Well, I'm really excited that on a short notice you could come and to the show, because the idea is how do we get the Cambodian audience and also other people watching a bit, on how you see ASEAN moving as I guess you were appointed in as ambassador in 2010, right?
I was appointed in 2010. I was
Okay.
confirmed in 2011.
Okay. And before, maybe you should say a bit about the background.
I'm what we call in the United States a political appointee,
Okay.
which means only that I had a life that was not as a career diplomat.
Yes.
I was a lawyer until March 29th of 2011, at which time I took the oath of office to be our ambassador to ASEAN, and the president selected me to do this job.
Yes. Lawyer,
I did litigation. I practiced all over the world. I suspect I was in
finance.
three dozen countries.
Yes.
My practice was predominantly finance,
Yes.
securities, commodities,
Yes.
hedging strategies, currency problems, and the
Yes.
like. And I traveled all over the world and did the work all over the world.
Yeah. So how you like this posting in ASEAN?
It's a real blessing. I think that
Yes.
it's one of the more interesting jobs on the planet right now because of what ASEAN is trying to accomplish.
Okay.
Its ambitions are something that are wonderful to see,
Yes.
and it's a real opportunity for us in the United States and me and personally to try to be of some assistance.
Yes. Well, I'm very happy, to see President Obama making his commitment to be part of the region, and I'm glad to see that. In fact, you are the first ambassador, resident ambassador,
That's
to
correct.
ASEAN, right?
That's
Yes,
correct.
yeah. That make a big difference, no?
Well,
It is a statement of commitment.
It is a real statement of commitment. It's an understanding that this administration has of the
Yes.
need to engage more broadly in Asia generally, but also more particularly in Southeast Asia.
Yes, yes. So, I'm going to start with something which I'm comfortable, and then after that we can wander into other areas that I'm not comfortable. I'm more a trade guy, So right now, how do you see the trade relation between ASEAN and the U.S., and the prospect, the future?
Well, the prospect is very bright.
Yes.
There are many issues that relate to trade that often do not get discussed, however.
Yes.
One of the challenges for ASEAN, with its ambitions,
Yes.
as large and broad as they are,
Yes.
is how does it create the kind of environment necessary to encourage trade, to
Yes.
encourage outside investment.
Yes.
Oftentimes we separate out
Okay.
economics from
Okay.
institutional development, for example.
All right.
But there is a great deal of wealth in the United States and Europe and other
Yes.
places in the world that is looking for a home, an opportunity to invest.
Yes.
In order to encourage that kind of investment, it's necessary to create investor protections.
Okay.
And one of the challenges that ASEAN has
Yes.
is how do you do that? How do you establish a rules-based economy,
Okay.
rule of law, bankruptcy
Yes.
protection,
Yes.
hedging
Okay.
strategies, and the
Okay.
like.
Okay.
And so when we talk about trade,
Yes.
we need also to talk about institutional development.
Okay.
And I think for that reason, ASEAN understands, and clearly the Charter contemplates this, and the
Yes.
blueprint contemplates this. These are very interrelated.
Yes.
And it's important when we talk about infrastructure projects and the like, to understand that in order to encourage the trillions of dollars
Yes.
that are necessary in order to build the infrastructure and the like that's necessary in the
Yeah.
region, you need to provide not only incentives, but also investor protections to encourage
Long-term
people
stability.
to come. Correct.
Because this master plan of connectivity all required, a lot of investment in terms of, building road, BOT, public-private sector partnership, that sort of thing. And this is not something that the investor will recover in 2 years. They're looking 10, 20,
Correct.
30 years.
That's correct. I mean, if you talk about something like the Java-Sumatra Bridge,
Yes, yes.
which will take many years to build if it is
Yes.
built, and cost billions of dollars to do, you need to have the kind of protections that would give the investors that would invest
Yes.
in such a project. I'm using that as an example. The opportunity not only to recover their money, but to be certain that should there be a problem, they are in a position to be protected.
Yes. In terms of trade, right?